A growing prison population setting records, the problem revealed by Department of Corrections inmates and staff when KUAM took a look inside both facilities last month.
Just ask that they come prepared and, ready to really air out everything that needs to be discussed.
Now, Public Safety Oversight Chair Senator Chris Barnett has scheduled an oversight hearing with prison leaders.
I want to find out more about the discussions that were had between our Director of Corrections here in Guam and the Corrections leadership and the CNMI and find out where that's going. I've spoken to the Director Berdalio about alternate solutions, alternate places, and he seems to be looking at the federal government for answers. So we're excited to hear what those answers could be. But again, this is a problem that, it's a life or death scenario. We're looking at all the risks that are posed not only to the inmates and detainees, but again to the hardworking corrections family as well.
Prison staff have been forced to pay out of pocket to cover essentials and supplies that the department otherwise is unable to provide regularly. Officers also remain severely short-staffed, putting their lives at risk daily.
Every day we're setting a new high with the number of people inside that facility, and these are very dangerous waters that we're treading in, and I think that it's not just going to take the legislature. Obviously the administration, Adelup, has to do a lot of the heavy lifting that we need to really move past this situation. But we're in a tough situation, Nick. It's we're locking people up, but we see, like, especially with the detainees, a lot of the pretrial release, a lot of the things that are happening out here in the community. You got guys who are out here on pretrial release on 3 different cases, and they're still committing crimes. So I think that when we talk about solutions, we have to be really careful. I mean, no pun intended, about opening the floodgates, right? But I think that we have to look at nonviolent offenders, but the solution cannot be that we just got to stop putting people in prison, because I'm of the belief you do the crime, you do the time, and a lot of these people are really victimizing our society.
DOC Director Fred Berdalio says his staff is ready to let senators know more on their current situation, along with what they need.
The situation of overcrowding, it's not new that we have an increase of an inmate population now, especially our pretrial detention. And so one of the issues, of course, is overcrowding. The number of contrabands, of course, we've been intercepting, which poses a danger not only to the inmates when contraband is being brought in or is in and hidden in the facility, the detection of that, but it all poses a danger to staff and also other inmates too, right? So those are some of the kind of topics we're going to be talking about in some of the areas in our plan, our 2023 to 2026 plan, strategic plan that I'm going to sort of like be discussing with the senators.
He also plans to detail where his agency is with Department of Public Works and Guam Economic Development Authority for a new prison.
Other areas I think that are going to be in the topic of what we're doing in terms of building our corrections reserve force and our corrections full-time force, the program that we have. What we do to bring more individuals on board for the security element, and what other kind of strategic responses we can do.
Berdalio adding the priority needs are expected to be pricey.
Obviously, there from the typhoon and everything else, there are a lot of things that had broken down, like the air conditioning systems. There's other places that the air conditions work in our facility, but we definitely need to get these projects and the procurement of these air-conditioned portable air cons and stuff installed, so we can at least mitigate some of it while we're doing a planned bid out, because it's going to cost a lot of money.
DOC's oversight hearing is scheduled to begin Friday morning.